Hi, I'm Brian. Kettle's on, make yourself a cup of tea. Now today I want to talk about Doctor Who. We have had the announcement of a new Doctor, and it is going to be Ncuti Gatwa. Now I apologise if I have pronounced that name wrong, but it has been confirmed that he is the new Doctor. Now I'm reading this on Radio Times, and it says Ncuti Gatwa announced as the next Doctor in Doctor Who. After plenty of speculation, the next Time Lord has been revealed at last. Ncuti Gatwa has been announced as the next star of Doctor Who. It's official. After months of speculation, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who successor has been found, with sex education star Ncuti Gatwa announced as the next face of the time-travelling hero the Doctor. Speaking of his new role, Ncuti said, "There aren't quite the words to describe how I'm feeling. A mix of deeply honoured, beyond excited, and of course a little bit scared. This role and show means so much to many around the world, including myself, and each one of my incredibly talented predecessors have handled that unique responsibility and privilege with the utmost care. I will endeavour my utmost to do the same." Russell T Davies is almost as iconic as the Doctor himself, and being able to work with him is a dream come true. His writing is dynamic, exciting, incredibly intelligent, and fizzing with danger, an actor's metaphorical playground. The entire team have been so welcoming and truly gave their hearts to the show, and so as much as it's daunting. I'm aware joining a really supportive family. Unlike the Doctor, I may only have one heart, but I'm giving it all to the show. Meanwhile, returning showrunner Russell T Davies commented, "The future is here, and it's Ncuti. Sometimes talent walks through the door, and it's so bright and bold and brilliant. I just stand back in awe and thank my lucky stars. Ncuti dazzled us, seized hold of the Doctor, and owned those TARDIS keys in seconds. It's an honour to work with him, and a hoot. I can't wait to get started. I'm sure you're all dying to know more, but we're rationing ourselves now, with a wonderful Jodie's epic final yet to come. But I promise you, 2023 will be spectacular." Now this bit here, where he says that he seized hold of the Doctor and owned the TARDIS keys in seconds, I do believe both Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat said the same thing about Matt Smith when he went for the auditions. I think they both said that they knew he was the one they wanted to take over David Tennant from his audition. He was one of the early auditions they had, but they had to go through the rest knowing that it was Matt Smith that they wanted. So hearing Russell T Davies say something like that is a positive note. Matt Smith was a good Doctor. So hopefully this is an encouraging note for Ncuti Gatwa taking over as the Doctor. But let's carry on with the article. Charlotte Moore, BBC Chief Content Officer, said Ncuti has an incredible dynamism. He's a striking and fearless young actor whose talent and energy will set the world alight and take Doctor Who on extraordinary adventures under Russell T Davies' new era. Gatwa first teased his casting when he posted an image on Instagram on Sunday 8th of May 2022, consisting of 2 heart emojis, a plus sign emoji and a blue box emoji. Davies then commented on the post, which Gatwa subsequently pinned to the post, writing, "The future is here." The post was subsequently shared by the production company Bad Wolf, which will be producing the upcoming episodes from Davies. An alien with the ability to regenerate and change his or her face and personality, the character of the Doctor has been played by a number of actors since 1963, including William Hartnell, who is and always will be the first Doctor, Tom Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann and David Tennant, with incumbent star Whittaker picking up the sonic baton for Peter Capaldi's Doctor in December 2017. Since then, she starred in 3 seasons and a number of specials, with her final episode set to air this autumn as part of BBC's Centenary Special, where Gatwa will presumably make his first on-screen appearance. So there we have it. We have our new Doctor Who. I'm not going to lie, I've not seen Sex Education and I've not seen Ncuti Gatwa in anything else. This will be the first role I know him from. Will he have a tough time in the role? Probably. And the reason I say this is because it's not going to be easy for him picking up after Jodie Whittaker's era. Jodie Whittaker's tenure as Doctor has suffered huge rating losses for the show. It's disliked by a lot of people, and the Timeless Child storyline was ridiculous, and a lot of people tuned out after that. Myself, I tuned out before that storyline aired, but I do know of it. So I don't think it's going to be an easy ride for anyone who is going to get the position of the new Doctor, but we'll have to see what happens. Is the Doctor being male again? Is Russell T Davies coming back to helm the show enough to bring the audiences back? And if they do come back, is it enough for them to stay? These are questions which I don't know the answers to. I think people will tune in to see what he's like, to see how it goes. But I think if the show continues to do what it's been doing with Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, which is just having lectures and politics, preaching of what's right and wrong down people's throats week after week, then the ratings aren't going to improve. People want shows like this to be an escapism. They don't want to watch shows to be lectured about things that's happening in the real world. They've had enough of the real world and want something to take them out with for 45 minutes to an hour, however long episodes are on for. So what do I personally make of this announcement? As I've said, I do think he's going to have a rough time integrating himself as a Doctor. No fault to him as an actor. I think there's just too much damage done to Doctor Who at this point. But if they give him good storylines, if he brings it all and does a decent part to the role, has the storylines to back up his acting abilities, then it might be enough. He might be able to make a success of it. But ultimately, it's going to come down to whether the writing is good enough to bring the fans back. I do know a lot of fans don't want to return unless the Timeless Child retcon is once again retconned out of the show. It's not something that should have been added. I think William Hartnell should have remained the first Doctor. To Doctor Who fans that watch Doctor Who from Classic Who, he will always be the first Doctor. That's myself included. William Hartnell was the first Doctor, he is the first Doctor, he always will be the first Doctor. So we're going to have to see how the new show goes. Will I personally be returning for it? Honestly, I don't know. Again, at this point, my interest in Doctor Who has waned far beyond any interest in coming back to watch it. It's just not there anymore. I have the older episodes I can go back to watch if I want to watch them, but I might come back and give his first episode a try, see what it's like, see what I make of it, see what he's like in the role, what the series looks like to be going forward. But what do you guys think about this announcement? Are you happy with the new Doctor? Do you want the Timeless Child to be retconned out of Doctor Who history? Do let me know in the comments below. And that's all from me. I want to make a fresh cup of tea.